Welcome back to the Mahika Oval as we get ready for quarterfinal number 2. Presentation College San Fernando up against Fortin East Secondary School in the Tiger Tank Secondary School's COCA-COLA INTERCOL action. We see the two teams just hitting the pitch. Therefore, the pre-game rituals and official meeting. We have a big official party here as the meeting the two teams. We have President of the Secondary Schools Football League, Marie Gonzalez. He's going to be out there, as well as Mr. Tiger Tanks himself, Dennis Latif. Also out, we have the vice principal, the principal of the two schools, also the mayor, Her Excellency, her worship herself, Salma McCreed Thomas. She's also out there meeting the teams, and the first vice president of the Secondary Schools Football League, Mr. Sichuran. He's also out there as we see just meeting the teams in their gray and black kits. We have the Fortin East Secondary School as they meet the officials first. The referees are in the middle and going across to meet the Presentation College team, a team that is going to be skipped by Dante Gilbert. Yeah, Dante Gilbert, the very impressive Dante Gilbert. He's back in here. Just ensuring that the teams meet each other. We see her worship following the president. As these two teams get ready for action in this one. It was an affair that had a lot of goals. The first one, the first quarterfinal action in the South Zone, 8 goals there. We saw St. Benedict's running away, but the second game, again, the premiership against the Premiership, beating the Championship team. The two teams there. For the Point Fortin East team, there you're seeing a document in their hand in memory of, that's a flag, in memory of their teacher who died recently in a tragic event in San Fernando, Miss Keisha Bostic. And we're going to have a moment of silence before we hit the field. But we see the Presentation College team on your screen. They're just in the circle getting some last minute instructions, going across to their bench, probably wanting a team photo, as their principal would have come out here with them today, looking to do something special. The Presentation College team. For the Point Fortin team, though, they'll be looking to do something for Miss. Yes, sometimes we need some divine inspiration, some motivation. Could this be the motivation here at the Point Fortin East team? They get into their huddles as they get ready for action here at the beautiful Mahaika over ground. I'll give you the starting lineups though, as the Point Fortin East team, they are on your screen. We have the starting lineups from the Point Fortin East team.
So the starting lineups for Point Fortin East: number 6, Malachi Critchlow; number 1 in goal, Malik Haynes; number 17, Josiah Fletcher; number 16, Jamal Sipasad; number 14, Isaiah Robertson; number 15, Jabari Wells; number 9, Serion Mitchell; number 7, Joel Guichard; number 12, Orlando Perilion; number 4, the captain, Trishan O'Connor; and number 10, Akil Vespri.
Well, for the Presentation College team, we have number 16. For the Presentation College team, we have the number 1 in goal, Kanye Lazarus; the number 2, Terrence Worrell; number 3, Cody Cooper; somebody number 5, Cody Cooper; number 3, Abumi George; number 12, Durrell Young; number 6, Levi Jones; number 15, Eden Barkley; number 7, Vaughan Clement; number 22, the impressive Dante Gilbert; the number 20, Joel Matalan Wilson; and rounding off the starting lineups, the number 21, Charles Ford. This team is going to be coached by the National Under-17 coach, Sean Cooper. He'll be ably assisted by Dante Williams, his goalkeeping coach, Jefferson George, yes, the president of the Coaches Association in Trinidad and Tobago. So a very impressive bench for the Presentation College, both players and staff. But it's not about players, it's not about staff. It's all about the players as they go onto the pitch. And the Point Fortin team, they'll want to definitely send a message here.
So Presentation, about to get us going.
They just completed a moment silence. In fact, they just started a minute silence for the fallen teacher, Miss Keisha Bostic. So Miss Bostic, in memory, tragic incident there. So with the moment silence out of the way, we get ready for the kickoff, and that's the kickoff. Here we have a presentation in blue. They'll be kicking from left to right on your screen. Ball headed out here and looking to go for a run. We have a Michela. He just screens it out, and it's gonna be a throwing here for the Point Fortin East team. The ball going out of play. The rhythm section, they're up in full song here. Ball just banged upfield there by Cooper. Falls to Clement. Dante Gilbert, this is going to be very dangerous. He's been just back from a strong challenge. Had a spell in Europe, so he's going to be a handful here. I don't know how many games he's played for his school, but he's definitely going to be one that all eyes are going to be on him.
So it's a big number 6 with this corner here now for Presentation College.
That's Levi Jones to take this one with the left boot. Is going to be cooling, and it's headed down just across the area. Still in possession here, George, and they're able to maintain possession. Mattel and Wilson going all the way back as they go from one side to the other, playing at an incredible pace here. Ford, and then they go back. Not the best of first touches, but he's able to recover. And then Ford tries to put that ball through. Careless at the back. Here they come, Presentation. Clement. Jones. Mazeline Wilson, not the best of first touches, and able to win out for his team is the number 10, Vespri. Akil Vespri, he's going to be very important for the Point Fortin East team. But Presentation, knocking the ball from side to side. They're playing at a pace here. And we see the corner again. It was Jones that brought it across. The flick header just going wide there. So trying to draw early. Dante Gilbert caught in possession there, and losing out was a Ford. Ball just banged out of play there. Coming to take that through. No great hurry here. It's Sipasad, Jamal Sipasad. And that ball just ushered out of play. It's going to be Ford's throw-in. He almost turning into trouble there. But then Lazarus able to get it forward. And losing out there. So Presentation, they're playing with pace, but they just seem to be being caught in possession a bit here in the early going in this one. Ball play through Clement. It was aimed at Clement, just out of his reach. A deflection, putting it out. So it's going to be a throw in here for the Presentation team. Ball into the area. A good defensive challenge there by Wells. He puts it into touch. It's going to be a corner, the second of the match for Presentation. Going across to take it, the number 6, Levi Jones. He goes short. Jones, the ball into the area. Just headed clear. Two of the presentation colored players getting into each other's way. And anyway will do for the Point Fortin East team.
Worrell trying to build it up again.
So interchanging passes. They're playing at a frenetic pace. All their passes have not been of the best. But this one is over the top. A shot! Easily handled there by goalkeeper Haynes. Does well. And here they come again. Ball through to Wells. In fact, to Barkley.
And Barkley on.
And that was Clement with the opportunity. He had 2 bites at the cherry. Barkley going on his man. And getting in behind the defender was Clement. But a good double save by the goalkeeper. So Point Fortin, they're under early pressure.
Yeah, credit to them. They've stood up well so far. Just about 7 minutes played here, and they have this whole rhythm section behind them. There's a lot of spectators in the Mahaika Oval as well, lending support to this Point Fortin East secondary outfit.
Cooper, ball floating. Oh, it falls nicely and he bangs it home. He's been asking the question. He's got the answer. Aidan Barkley puts his team presentation. But it's an offside. Yes, a call by the official. And there you saw the referee. He was right on spot, raising for the offside call.
Beautiful take there. Vespri. Akil Vespri, he's going to be the man to look out for Point Fortin East secondary. Skillful player is the number 10, Akil Vespri.
Yeah, in attack, this Point Fortin team is dangerous. It's been their defense that has been their problem all season long.
It's put out there by the number 16,
Sipasad. So Sipasad just playing it out. It's going to be a throwing forward. It's going to take this throw. He finds Dante Gilbert. Gilbert just blowing past his man. Gilbert with a return pass. Gilbert, his pass just cut out. And they begin to build that ball from the back again.
But I think Presentation College are going to have to be wary of Point Fortin East secondary. No rollover by any means, any stretch of the imagination. Some very good players.
But it's here's Gilbert. Dante Gilbert, he's in! And he bangs it home. What a finish from the big man. Dante Gilbert, he's sent a warning here. He just dribbled past the defender, got it on the right boot, and he banged it past the goalkeeper. Haynes had not a prayer. So Dante Gilbert, he's had a spell in Europe recently. Surprised to see him back on the pitch here. But what a statement of return. He bangs that one home to put his team up.
Yeah, certainly emphatic finish by Dante Gilbert. And he gives Presentation San Fernando 1-0 lead. So they draw first blood in this one. Point Fortin East secondary. They're going to get us going here again.
Well, the Point Fortin East team, it's their defense that has been their problem.
It's given away once more. Kishar is going to clean up at the back.
And then he tries to be cheeky. But all's well that ends well, and then it's just given away. Gilbert using his superior strength.
Jones Wider here now for Maitland Wilson. Shrug
Barkley.
off.
Maitland Wilson. Ball
Jones.
through here to Barkley.
Head up from Barkley. Looking for Gilbert in the middle there, but it falls to Jones once more. But it's charged down. Comes all the way across here now to...
So it's Gilbert just flicking that ball into the midfield area.
Don't take it.
Forward.
Maitland Wilson. Wider here now for Barkley.
Forward with a shot from distance. Very ambitious. You'd have to do much better than that if you want to get past goalkeeper Haynes. Mulik Haynes. Not the best of touches there by Maitland Wilson. Vespri. Not the best of first touches.
Oh,
The
and a
advantage.
heavy tackle there, staying down. Is the number 3. That's Abayomi George. Heavy tackle there from Perilion. Orlando Perilion.
It was Vespri who made that challenge. A bit of a heavy touch by him, you know, and then after making the touch, he tried to recover the ball. Getting up there slowly, but he's up. That's good. That's George. And up to take that one is Worrell. So if you're just joining us, you're watching the Tiger Tanks Secondary Schools COCA-COLA INTERCOL action. It's the quarterfinal in the South Zone. Quarterfinal number 2. Presentation College San Fernando. They lead 1-0. They got their goal off the boot of Dante Gilbert. They're up against Fortin East Secondary.
Trying to get themselves on the ball now, Robertson. Fletcher.
Trying to slip that one through.
Young. Durrell Young. Still Young. Back in now for George.
Barkley playing that one wide. Clement with the foot side ball across. Haynes comes across and he claims it. Just easing some of the pressure there for the Fortin East team.
Yeah, Malikin just taking his thing out of the game a bit there. Taking a few seconds. And then just puts this one downfield. Looking to release Glishard. Dangerous player as well, Joel Glishard. George. Nice sweeping ball out to Maitland Wilson. But here is Ada Barkley. Maitland Wilson.
He aimed at Barkley. Barkley now picking it up here. He's one-on-one up against, that's O'Connor. Barkley with the ball inside. And it's just cleared out. So it's cleared out there. It's going to be a corner. So presentation San Fernando looking to really send a message to all.
So Barkley going over to take this one. Headed away by O'Connor.
Not the best of corners. Not able to get past the first man here.
So Maitland Wilson with the throw now for Perez. Cooper. Jones.
With a lot of room wider there. The ball aimed. It falls to Barkley. He'll get another opportunity. Jones.
Charge down.
A wicked deflection off the back of it. Seemed like it was Dante Gilbert. we see the shot. Yeah.
Strike came off the back of Gilbert.
Haynes.
Long ball from Haynes, not really aimed at anyone in a grey shirt. It's picked up here by Cooper.
Clement. Ford.
Clear away.
George. And it's headed down here. Looking to get on the inside here. Ball across. It falls to Gilbert. Still Gilbert. Oh, he tried to tee it up.
Good work by a pair of Point Fortin East defenders. And it's picked up again by blue shirts.
George. Ford.
What do you make
Clement.
of these first 16 minutes here, Gordon? It's been frenetic pace in this one.
Yeah, the presentation team, they're playing at pace. They're playing good interpassing. I was impressed by St. Benedict's, but I think this presentation team is making a statement here, even though they've only scored one goal. The presentation team, they're playing quickly. They have genuine quality. I think with the addition of Dante Gilbert, they have quality to match St. Benedict's in the attacking areas. I think he provides both the physical presence, the tactical awareness, as well as the technical strength. So it's going to be...
Jones with a lovely flighted delivery. Oh, comes...
Good defensive work there by Point Fortin. Deliver to Teller another day.
Yeah, but so far the Point Fortin East trying to hold their structure.
Yeah, they are a pretty well-coached team, you know. They would have campaigned in the championship of the South Zone. They would not have come first, that honor going to the Superior West team. But they would have definitely showed that they can compete, you know. Clement.
Overhead there by Clement. And Young can't keep it in play.
Yeah, the coach, Dane Richardson, a very experienced coach at this level. So he'll definitely want to ensure that they give a credible display here in the INTERCOL. Shrugging off that challenge there was Worrell.
You're trying to stay in the game so far. Point Fortin East secondary. No real clear-cut chances for them so far in this one. Just really behind the ball.
Well, you're seeing them maintaining their structure. Just call for that challenge there. Exuberant challenge, a bit of over exuberance by Isaiah Robertson. The referee coming across and having a word with some members of the bench of the Point Fortin East team. Not quite sure what it is. Seeing a bit of the police officers just having a word as well.
So Cooper standing over this ball for presentation college.
Well, they've got lots of large targets to aim at. They dominate in the height and size segment in this game. Not the best of deliveries, but it finds its way through. It falls on Gilbert. Not the best of...
What a good tackle there by Glishard.
Yeah, not the best of first touches, though, by Gilbert. Gilbert. So forward, as they keep coming in waves. Clement. Strong challenge there
Sipasad.
by Sipasad. Jamal Sipasad giving no quarter. So it's forward. Forward. Charles Ford. Robinson, he's been barged over. Able to gain a free kick for his team. Ease some of the pressure. Standing over the ball. The number 7, Gishad. I think Gishad should have gone a little bit more forward. He should have been the target. You know, your team has been under pressure. The defenders can put that ball into the danger area.
Miss kick by Cooper.
So it's going to be a corner. Yeah, so able to gain some relief. The first corner for the .14 team.
So Glishad going over to take this one. But yeah, I fully agree with you. Glishad, a very attacking player, good player as well. So he should certainly be the one, the target. But nevertheless, he is going over to take this one for .14 East.
Ball comes across. Caught in possession. Gilbert. He's looking for the foul. Ball cleared out. It's gonna be presentation ball. Forward. .14 players getting in each other's way.
Vespri able to do the defending on that occasion. So forward with some yards up the touchline.
George Jones, Matlin Wilson, George Clement.
Heavy touch from Clement, showing too much of it there to Sipasad, battling away there.
But Clement winning that battle. Jones, Matlin Wilson. Oh, what a strike there by Matlin Wilson. A beautiful strike by Joel Matlin Wilson.
Yeah, what a fantastic strike from about 32 meters out, 32 yards out. Maitland Wilson let it strike from there. And what a fantastic finish from the young man. So he gives his team a 2-goal lead in this one. 23 minutes played here at the Mahaika Oval. And Presentation College San Fernando, they lead by 2-0.
What a goal to double his team advantage. Fortin East was battling. They were really battling here. But out of nothing really. It was some good work though by Clement. He won that battle between himself and Sipasad. And then that ball just played. And when it looked like Matlin Wilson was just going to go across to the player wider, he just opened up and had a crack. And bang! It never stopped until the good old onion bag was bulging.
Yeah, certainly a fantastic strike. Certainly a fantastic strike there by Matlin Wilson.
So Presentation here. They're on the attack. Have they taken the sting out of the home team? It's not really their home ground, but they're definitely from this part of the woods. Forward. George in a battle, really battling there, putting that one out for a throw-in Point Fortin, they'll be looking for an opportunity to really hit back in this one.
Yeah, they're going to have to try and hit back on the counter as this press team, they keep coming. But Jamal Sipasad, they have some quality in their ranks as well. Jamal Sipasad being one of them, Akil Vespri, Orlando Pereleon as well. So they have some quality, just about getting themselves involved in the game, trying to keep possession of the football and just trying to use it as wisely as possible.
Well, it's going to be free kick here. Vespri is going to take it. I think he'll be looking to float that one into the danger area.
Akil Vespri, ball into the area, but cleared away.
Clement turning away from the pressure.
Levi
Finds
Jones.
Matlin Wilson finding Barclay. And then it comes
Across to Ford. Ford is going to go wider here now to Clement. Sipasad comes over. Jamal Sipasad not able to beat his man on that occasion there, Clement. So Jamal Sipasad sticking to his task on that occasion. So 26 minutes played here in this South Zone quarterfinal between Presentation College San Fernando and Point Fortin East Secondary. Presentation College, they hold a 2-goal lead in this one. The goals coming from the boot of Dante Gilbert and then Joel Matlin Wilson with a fantastic strike. So it's 2-0 given away.
Vespri, this is going to be dangerous here. His early ball just a bit too straight. It's going to be easily handled by goalkeeper Lazarus.
Yeah, should have traveled a little bit more with it there, taking it forward, Akil Vespri.
So the boys in blue, they seem to be dominating this one. Vespri, he's very good on the ball. Trying to do a bit too much and he loses out.
All over the top. O'Connor. Hack forward, looking for the run there of Vespri once more, but coming over there is
Worrell. So Worrell just putting it out of touch, safety first, taking no chances.
Sipasad? No, that's not Sipasad.
That's
Robertson. So throwing here for Point Fortin East in an advanced position. Looking for Robertson, but headed away by Maitland Wilson. And coming away with it now is Presentation College San Fernando.
Dante Gilbert taking the ball out of the danger zone and putting it in the
Switching sides, Dante Gilbert. All the way across here now to Clement. Clement inside here now to...
That's George. Matlin Wilson shredding that ball through. George.
So what another spectacle here as the artificial lights have just came on at this beautiful venue here at Point Fortin in Mahal.
Dante Gilbert with a shot!
Yeah.
Easily
right behind it there, goalkeeper Malik Haynes. Yeah, beautiful spectacle. This Point Fortin, this Mahaika Oval in Point Fortin. A very beautiful venue. What do you make of this venue, Gordon?
Yeah, well, it's a venue with a lot of history, the Mahaika Oval. It's been down for a while, finally completed. So it's been on the to-do list for a number of successive governments. Finally, it's finished. And the people of Point Fortin can enjoy really home ground here. You know, when you see the ledges and the hedge that provides the fencing around, it reminds you of one of those that you see in England, you know, those true community grounds. Yeah, so it's a beautiful ground here, and I think the people of Point Fortin are going to use it wisely, and we're going to see a lot of more talent coming from these ends.
Yeah, certainly. But here is Perez, a lovely threaded ball through, looking for the run there of Young. But sticking to his task there was Critchlow, and Critchlow is coming away with it now. Malachi Critchlow then just gives it away to a blue shirt.
Vespri winning out. You love to run at players.
Running at the heart of the Perez defense, Akil Vespri, and then just trying to do a bit too much with it there, Akil Vespri.
Yeah, that's one of the downfall of a player of his quality. He needs to be more in a more advanced position so that when he finally picks up the ball and he goes into his action, he's in an area where he can be threatening. When you pick up the ball at the half line, you run a whole 15, 20 yards and you're still not a threat to the goal. And the defenders can recover, the defensive midfielders can recover, and he needs to be in a more advanced position. That's one. And then after being in an advanced position, he needs somebody to get that ball to him early and often.
Yeah, but quite interestingly for Fortin East Secondary, they've gone for Joel Glishard at the back, who's normally an attacking player for them. So some tactical.
Well, at this level, when you got a player of good quality, we saw it earlier on, the St. Madeleine team are trying that with their skipper, Jamali Barkley. You got to, the total package, you got to really use them to stem the tide of attack, especially when they come against the complete teams that these presentation and Benedict's are. So that's the reasoning for it. There we see a foul just taking place.
So Cooper over this one, Cody Cooper. Flighted delivery, but he ends off his line, and Vespri now with a chance to run at the heart of the Perez defense. Vespri looking to link up there with Fletcher, but easily dealt with by Worrell, and then further afield by Lazarus.
And then they're just able to walk that ball forward. So the Fortin team will have to come up with a tactic of how they're going to get themselves back in this one. They've not been overrun, but they've definitely find themselves on the wrong side of pressure. Gishard there finding Vespri. Vespri always have two for company, sometimes three.
Yeah, I'm really surprised by that move from the coach to have Glishard at the back. I really like to see him and Vespri up front. Those two can really cause Worrell and some good skill there by Robertson.
Not afraid to take on the one-on-one players, these Fortin East players.
Yeah, I really like to see those two causing some problems for the defense of Presando, Cody, Cooper, and Worrell.
Well, we see them just bringing that ball forward. Clement interchanging position with Ford. Clement. Jones goes down, but he's able to recover. George. It's back to Jones. Jones, look at the thread the needle.
Sipasal.
So, Matlin Wilson to Jones.
Yeah, credit to Fortin East Secondary. They've not made it easy for this Press team. They've not allowed them to really attack them at full force. You know, they're sticking to the defensive duties. And at 2-0, I think they would still believe that they are in this game.
Well, they've definitely not been overrun, but they'll definitely want to.
Good work again from Jamal Sipasad. And then just calmly put this out of play into touch, and it's a throw in here now for Perez.
Well, just about 35 minutes gone in this one. If you're just joining us, you're watching the Tiger Town Secondary Schools INTERCOL action, COCA-COLA INTERCOL action. The scores presentation: San Fernando, they lead 2-0 versus Fortin East Secondary. Remember to like, subscribe, and share for all your secondary schools football action on Tiger Sports International.
Forward, nice ball to Gilbert. Out here now to Clement. Clement can't pass. It's Glishard.
And Gilbert. I find Gilbert, he's just disappeared too much in this game for me. He's not really imposed himself on this one. Very impressive player, and then we see just being called for the offside wider there was Young. The real Young.
Kutchlo. Easily dealt with by Cooper. Cooper, a really big guy at the heart of the defense for Perez. How important it is to have that tall player at the back.
Well, that's typical coaching by Cooper. He loved to have those big, physically big defenders. You find that he played physically big defenders as well as physically big forwards. You know, so phenotype an important part in his structure. But here comes the Presentation College
Right
team.
Maitland-Niles, but it's no.
It was aimed at Barkley,
Yeah.
number 15, but it goes out for a corner. So it's going to be a corner here for the Presentation San Fernando team. As you're saying, they're loaded with 6-foot-plus players. From the midfield, go back, any one of them in the box, imposing figures.
Yeah, height not an issue for them. As we take a look at this delivery.
Barkley is hanged up. And it's just cleared out. So it's going to be a corner from the other side. Oh, it's a throw. So it's going to be Presentation throw. Ford is going to take it. Just drawing the ball. Gilbert back to Ford. He'd definitely be offside. It would be strange if he's that far forward without being offside. But the ball, they called it for the offside.
Yeah, Captain Dante Gilbert, scorer of the opening goal for Presentation College, really has drifted out of this game. Not really seen him much on the ball. A player of his stature and quality, he would want to be on the ball a lot more often and causing some problems for this Fortin's defense.
Yeah, well, we see standing over the ball, Gishad, he bangs it upfield. It's been a lot of hopeful long balls by the Fortin East team. Presentation, they've definitely dominated the possession. And turning in the middle of the park. Ball played through, the keeper comes. Does well, just puts it into touch.
Some sweeper work there being done by goalkeeper Malik Haynes.
And there's a bit of a foul through by Clement. Elementary there, Watson. Elementary there, Clement. An elementary mistake there by the Presentation winger. Just committing that foul here was the number 15 Barkley.
Vespri also staying down for Fortin East Secondary.
Yeah. Gingerly, his shin pads just being dislodged. Ishad sending his players forward.
Siposad trying to go past Clement, but still Siposad. Then just crowded out by blue shirts. Coming forward with it here now, Gilbert. Wider here now for Clement. Gilbert once more. All the way back to Cooper. Yeah, really impressed too with this Perez team as well, Gordon. We've seen so much good things from Benedict's in the first game here. But Perez are giving us something to think about as well.
Yeah, it's showing that it's going to be a very open intercall, both here in the South Zone and nationally.
Glishard standing over this one again. 41 minutes gone here in this one, and Perez still hold a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, they got their goals through Dante Gilbert. He got the opening goal for Presentation, and then doubling the advantage for them was Joel Matlano Wilson with a scorcher from all of 35 yards. But here comes Point 40.
Robertson winning out.
And their shot from distance, he really muffed it there, was Orlando Perleon. So the first real threat there by the Point 40 East team. Just petering out. Gilbert.
Moving it about nicely here. Presentation.
Yeah, they're definitely showing that they got some tactical competence to go with their technical abilities.
Yeah, it's always nice to see teams put that ball down on the green carpet and knock it about. It's always a nice thing to see, especially when you have those pacey players in there as well.
George Ford trying to slip the ball through. Barclay, Clement goes past his man, plays the cross. Gilbert's unable to even get a shot off there. It's finally cleared. Anywhere will do.
Yeah, Gilbert just turning into traffic. There, Dante Gilbert.
It's going to be a free kick.
So ball coming off the referee, so it's a routine drop ball from the referee, as this one is played out here to Young, Durrell Young. George. So possessing the ball nicely, Presentation College, not rushed into making any sort of passes, just keeping the ball and moving it about nicely. This Point Fortin East secondary really trying to stay in this game. At 2-0, they would still believe that they're in the game. But a lovely ball played up to Gilbert here. Dante Gilbert, the scorer of the opening goal for Presentation College, the captain of this team as well. Here he is again, Dante Gilbert, looking to thread the needle, but cleared away at the back. But it comes straight back to a blue shirt, Ford.
Yeah, I know it keep going in and out because of the light. Yeah, I try.
Wider here now for Clement.
Yeah, half time we go try to fix it.
Siposad on this occasion sticking to his task. Previously in that battle, he lost that battle. Really hung up to dry by Clement, Von Clement. Headed behind, so it's going to be a press corner from the near side as we approach halftime in this one. And presentation in no hurry to take this one. Coming all the way across is the number 6, Levi Jones. He's going to be swinging this one in. Levi Jones. Lovely flighted delivery from Jones. Up there was Cooper. Trying to bring it away, but eventually won back once more by Perez. And that's the end of the first half here at the Mahaika Oval in the South Zone quarterfinal. It's Presentation College San Fernando. They go into the half with a 2-goal lead up against Point Fortin East Secondary. We're going to have some thoughts from Gordon Pierre.
Well, it's been an impressive half by the Presentation College team. Point Fortin, though, they have resisted them to a point. But Presentation, they go into the half 2-0. We're going to the break. When we come back, we have more action right here.
If you don't take CDC now, I'll take a slice. could be a cameraman, Philly.
She looking for that sweat. She has to spell it. You gotta come, man. Two guys like. Follow me. I know just shoot it. Dog, you can put him at the law. No, put that way. Where want them come? Eh? What? Ah, tá, no, I'm ready to go. No way. Yes, bye. No way. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go already. Alright,
Welcome back to the Mahaika Oval here in Point Fortin. We're getting ready for the second half action in quarterfinal number 2 in the SSFL. Tiger Tanks Secondary Schools Football League.
COCA-COLA INTERCOL.
COCA-COLA INTERCOL competition. Yeah, so the referee just getting ready to get us on the way in the second half.
So Point Fortin are going to get us going in this second half. And they're down by 2-0 as we see. Looks to be a substitute running on there. That's the number 8, Ruben Phillip. He's come on at the half for Point Fortin East Secondary as they get us going in the second half. Trying to pull one back in this one.
They come across just looking to skip past that challenge. But the ball going out of play. Well, clear if it's one slight complaint we'll have about the Mahaika Oval is the lighting.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a bit hazy here.
Yeah, it seems to be a bit hazy as the full artificial lights come into action. Yeah. As a Presentation College, they're in pursuit of another one. This one looking to tread through, but it's going to go all the way to goalkeeper Hayes, who makes an easy routine save. So for Point Fortin East Secondary, Gordon coming into the second half, not being totally dominated in the first half. What would be their game plan, trying to get goals back in the second half?
Well, I think firstly they got to try to resist Presentation for the first 10 minutes. They got to really not concede in the first 10 minutes, and then they could look to try to get one back and then get 2 back to really get back in this game. If they try to rush Presentation to get back those 2 goals early on, they could find themselves in trouble. That ball they just cut out.
Cleared away there by Critchlow.
But only as fast forward. He's had a good partnership with Clement there on the right-hand side.
Mitchell now for Point Fortin East. He hacked this one downfield, looking for the run there of Vespri, but Cooper does some tidy work at the back.
And then they're able to pass it out. Matlin Wilson.
Poor
Band
touch
of
there.
field. It goes out of play.
Maitland Wilson with the show for Perez.
Well, he's scored a beauty in the first half there to double his team advantage.
Yeah, peach of a strike.
The ball going all the way back.
5 yards out.
Yeah, definitely. It was a peach of a strike. One worthy to be a play of the day.
Clement looking for the run there of Barclay, but Glishard.
He's just called for the infringement there. That was Barkley just pushing on Gishad.
Yeah, just pushing Glishard there.
Both of them in a bit of a battle. Well, yeah, the St. Benedict's team, they'll want to think that they have a couple of items that could be the play of the day. But Matlin Wilson, he will definitely think that he had the best goal of this quarterfinal action. Is there any more to come?
Given away, Gilbert.
Finds Jones, Gilbert, Dante Gilbert. That ball played through Buckley, coming and winning. And coming smartly off his line there was Haynes, able to cut out the threat by that was Barkley.
Yeah, good work. So, thought it came off a Point Fortin East player last, but referee says no. So good work from the defense, and Critchlow is trying to bring it away here now. Looking to release Vespre.
Yeah, he's
Rakil Vespre.
up against Worrell. So they're able to come forward here. Getting a bit of relief, the Point 14 East team. They've not been overawed by the occasion.
Yeah, certainly not. They would think that two goals to nil. They're still in this one. Pull one back, and then they just have one more to equalize this game. So they would certainly think that they have a chance.
And trying to do a bit too much there was Fletcher. Strong challenge there by Wells, Jabari Wells. It's going to be a throw-in.
Maitland Wilson reminds me of the Arsenal Academy player Maitland Niles. At this time it's Maitland Wilson.
Yeah, the ball through, it's played through. But
Lovely idea there from Levi Jones. Cleared away by Glishard. O'Connor, sorry.
So a beautiful atmosphere here at the Mahaika Oval. The fans, they've packed in. Both members of the school community as well as the adult community. They've come in here at the Mahaika Oval. It's a nice setting, a lovely setting here really at the Mahaika Oval. And all credit goes to the people who would have ensured that this idea, ideas are nothing. What is the implementation? And ball bouncing around in the area.
Here come Point 14 East.
Vespre. He's normally had too much work to do.
Vespre, lovely skill from Vespre. Couple of fans trying to shake off Shri press defenders. Still Vespre. Eventually taken off his toes. But Akil Vespre, that's just a hint of what he can do.
Yeah, but as I said earlier, in the first half, he has to pick that ball up from way too deep. He has to really run a mile with the ball, and he has to try to get past the 2-3 defenders, before he's even a threat to the goal. So Vespre, although he's a very skillful player, I think he's not being used as effectively as he can be, and I think the Point 40 East team, they'll want to get someone to get that ball to him, in a more threatening position.
Yeah, in a more advanced role. Yeah, in a more advanced role, Akil Vespre. So when he picks up the ball, he just has to travel about 10 yards and he's a threat to the goal.
Yeah,
Gordon.
There he is again, the strong challenge right in front of the referee. The referee slowly making that call. It seems like he had not only second thoughts, but about third thoughts before he decided that that's a foul. The defender coming across ruggedly there. As a defender, when you have a player as skillful as Vespre, you want to be at him early, because if you get him any room, he's going to punish you. He's going to make you look foolish. Yeah? Well, it's going to be Gashard. He's going to get an opportunity to aim at balls. Someone in the box. Ball cleared. And they're running forward. Ball banged forward. Vespre. Again, always have 2 for company, sometimes 3. He's still in possession in a battle. Just call for the foul there was Young. You're seeing the difference. I don't want to say the difference in coaching, but I'll say the difference in coaching styles. For the team, it's a simple tactic. Get the ball to Vespre and let him go to work. For the presentation team, it's a more team effort. They're more trying to build that ball, maintain possession, switch sides.
Yeah.
When the team is as one-dimensional as this Point 40 East team, it's easy to defend against, but let's look.
Fletcher. All in from Fletcher. Cleared away. Critchlow picks up the loose ball. He goes all the way back to Glishard.
Then just giving away. Jones. Gilbert. Young is onside. He's in a foot race with Gishard. Still Young. Finds Gilbert. Ball threaded through. Goes all the way through to the goalkeeper. He is using his whole area. Bangs it upfield. Ball just going out of play.
So after 55 minutes here in this one, Prez still lead by 2-0. The Point Fortin is looking to pull one back.
Can they find a response in this one?
Can they get themselves back into this one? The fans are right behind them. You're hearing the loud sounds of the rhythm section. Fans cheering on this Point Fortin team, the home team in this one. Can they claw themselves back? Gilbert.
Ford. Barclay. Clement. Back to Barclay.
Maitland Wilson. Chance for the shot again. Maitland Wilson. Still Wilson. And he loses out. Couple of grey shirts crowd him out. Now, Vespri. Another opportunity to run at them. Akil Vespri. Just trying to do a bit too much with it, Akil Vespri. Showing too much of it there to Young, who easily wins back possession.
And there you see he again had a 2 for company. 3 joining. And it was all in his own half. So he wasn't really threatening. But before he could get his afterburners going, the team able to just usher him off the ball. First ushering him into a non-threatening area. Young. Maitland Wilson just passing that ball off. Ball back upfield. Here they're able to come. Again, Vespri. Vespri. And he just ushered off the ball. No support. And that's another thing. That the support doesn't seem to be coming because they're not expecting him to pass. Ball played in over the top. The keeper comes. And he just claims it. Goalkeeper Haynes.
The player stayed down for... That's Critchlow staying down for Point Fortin East.
Yeah, the referee just calling on the physio.
Yeah, but if that's the game plan from Point Fortin East to get the ball into Vespri, then he should have some support at least around him. So if he pulls 2 or 3 for company, then that means there's a lot of free space in the attacking third. So then they would have to definitely think about getting some support in and around Akil Vespri.
Yeah, I think it's a one-trick pony, that tactic there, and I think a lot more should be done.
Yeah, you would think with the availability of so much knowledge about this game that, you know, certain things can be afforded. You know, players so intellectual these days when it comes to football. You really have to keep up with it, and as coaches, you really need to implement those good things.
Yeah, definitely. You know, you want to see a lot of different your players, and I think you're seeing now the early exchanges. I was very, very impressed by the presentation team, what they had to offer. But as the game has gone on, I'm seeing as well the players themselves. They're not as tactically strong as the St. Benedict's players. The St. Benedict's players, you're seeing them making different styles of runs. Sometimes you're seeing the diamond as well. You're seeing men floating out. You know, you're seeing Bob coming in. You're seeing it's a dynamic movement. But for the presentation team, they're more playing in small roles and functions on the pitch, and it's making it easier for the point Fortin team to add resistance, because it means to say that there's a number of personal battles that you're going to meet up repeatedly.
Yeah, but that speaks to the drill, well drilled. How well drilled are they in terms of the tactics that the coach is trying to lay upon the players?
Yes. Sometimes, you know, your players, you don't want to add too much of layers, you know, to get confusion into it. So you try to keep it as simple as possible. Kiss, keep it simple. I'll leave the last S for you to imagine. There we see a personal battle there. They win out the point for the team, but only put it into touch.
Yeah, you want to give us that final S? What does that stand for?
Well, it's the opposite of smart. So it's you got to really keep it simple, and then a shot from distance.
So 1 hour on the clock here in this South Zone quarter-final. Prez still hold on to a comfortable 2-0 lead, but they say the most uncomfortable lead in a football game is 2-0, Gordon.
Yeah, you get a 1 goal, the side pull back one, because you could be lulled into a false sense of security, and the side pull back one, and then the cat's among the pigeons. They're looking for more here, though, this presentation team, looking to really put this one to bed. Oh, just going out, it's going to be, the referee says it's going to be a goal kick.
Yeah, well, I'm noticing what you're seeing, you know, with that rotating diamond we were speaking about from the St. Benedict's College team. Players knowing when to drop off and when to make those runs and who has to go where, and, you know, to fill that gap.
Yeah, definitely. Seeing movement on the presentation college bench. We're seeing the number 11 looking to make his entrance.
Yeah, number 11, that's Isaiah Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob looking to get on the pitch. Trying to be cheeky there was Ackland Wilson. It falls Dante Gilbert. He loses out. And then Perleon loses out as well. So it's back with presentation. Presentation comfortable thus far. Ball just banged forward. And then the goalkeeper, Lazarus, is able to place it around the back for the. But it's a giveaway, a cheap one. Good defensive with big shot. He goes down. He stayed down. Trying to ball played over. Just over the top there. So Gishard, he stayed down. Physio just jogging on. The rhythm section is up in all its glory. The beauty of INTERCOL, there could hear the rhythm section, the fans coming in, the giant killers, the Cinderella stories, all part of the spectacle that has been part of the landscape of Trinidad and Tobago's football for over 50 years, really. So that, you know, the story of Intercol, really something of beauty here. And we must say hats off, double change for both teams about to take place. The number 5 and 18 for point 14 looking to come on.
Yeah, that's good. El Gibbs, the number 5, and the number 18, Acevero, Luca Acevero.
All right, so on comes Jacob for presentation. That's the number 11. He comes on. He replaces number 7, Clement. Clement goes out. So the number 8 comes in. So you're seeing some substitutions about to be made. So bringing in the changes here. Trying to find some answers.
Yeah, a bit of fresh legs from
Both teams
Fortin East.
bringing both fresh legs, but the point for the team, they're adding more as they try to get back in this one. They know that they don't have much more time left in it.
65 minutes on the clock, and time is beginning to slowly tick by for this point 14 East secondary team. Their hopes of getting into the semi-final of the South Zone is hinging on 2 goals. They really need to pull 2 back. But first they need to get one and then get the other.
Yeah, well, they started the game with a 1-minute silence for Miss Bostic, the teacher and lawyer who lost her life in tragic events here in South Trinidad. They would have wanted it to put on a display of leave here victorious. It hasn't happened just yet, but they'll be still looking for some inspiration to get a result here. Is this the moment of inspiration? We're just being ushered out of play there by Young.
Maitland Wilson looking for Young, but cleared away at the back. So this point 14 East secondary, they need some respite from somewhere, somebody. They need to pull one back. Can they get that inspiration?
Will it be a moment of brilliance or will it be an error? Ball banged forward. Can Vespi provide this inspiration? It's aimed at him, but it's gone all the way through to Haynes. He takes his time and he just starts it short. Forward. But his ball is easily handled. Ball banged forward. Maitland Wilson just giving away the substitution, coming on and being fouled.
Yeah, Ruben Phillip.
Yeah, Phillip just going down. There we see.
So a chance to get the ball into the area now, and will it be a good delivery? Will it cause some problems for the Presentation College defense? Can Critchlow provide some inspiration from this dead ball?
Ball
Critchlow
into the area. Easily handled.
comes back out to Critchlow. Still Critchlow. But then just shows too much of it to Maitland Wilson, who clears up at the back.
Foul throw deemed to have taken place there by Critchlow.
So Maitland Wilson ticking all the boxes from that free throw. No issues from the referee's assistant on that occasion. But here is Jamal Siposad trying to wriggle his way into the area. Siposad, Glishard now. And then just given away to Young. George.
Going down under the strong challenge there. And here they come. Bursting into the area, the ball played through.
Well, some good work defensively.
Credit to the Point 40 team. They've played every ball. You know, they've battled, even though they've gone down 2-0 and they haven't shown much going forward, which is a change for them. Normally they're very good going forward and just seem to have cracks at the back, but they're showing that they've come out with a steely intent, probably inspired by the rhythm section or the homegrown atmosphere. The fans, of course, they're very close to the field, and I'm sure they're going to be passing on some information and inspiration. So another player has stayed down. The defender, they'll hate for it to be Gishard, not sure.
No, Vespri. Vespri.
Vespri in the defensive third.
Yeah, Akhil Vespri, number 10.
Okay, well, he stayed down.
He's up now, he's off.
Another one is down.
Oh,
as
another
well.
one. That's another one down.
Yeah, and that seems to be the defender, Gishard, who stayed down.
Oh, Vespri stayed down too, but he's up now. But I'm not sure who's the other one that has stayed down for.
Yeah, well, they not want to lose Vespri, but I think even worse would be losing Gishard. He's really held the team together at the back for the Point 40 East team.
Yeah,
Well,
different role for Glishard this evening.
yeah, he's up. He just limps off. It is Gishard. They want him to be back on. So they're down to 9 men. Good Vespri and Gishard has stayed down. Just a bit of a back injury. You're seeing the physio rubbing some ice on the back of Vespri. Gishard as well, he stayed down. Seemed to be a bit of cramp with him. He's had to do a lot of running. He also had to really throw his body around. Ball banged over, aimed at Young. Good control by him. He finds Jones. And they're just enjoying possession here. That ball just cleared out there by Critchlow. Anywhere will do for the Point 40 East team. They're trying to stain it early. I think the first mission has been accomplished as they get to just about 72 minutes gone, but now they have to try to come and get a goal as soon as possible.
So does that mean now, Gordon, that they could probably gamble with a few players going forward in the aid of getting one back?
Yeah, definitely they'll be forced to sooner or later. Ball just cleared up into the air and then just headed clear. So it's going to be another corner for presentation. Yeah. At this point, you lose 1-0, 2-0, 5-0. It's still a loss. It's go home. It's all about getting a victory. So at this point, reasonably you can expect not to be embarrassed. So you'd have come out after the halftime and tried to consolidate first. And now with just about 16 minutes left, and you see another player has stayed down, you will be looking now to try to get one back. Because if you get one back with just about 17 minutes, it's going to add a nervous 10 minutes to the presentation college team. And under pressure, you never know who's going to crumble.
Yeah, game on.
Yeah, so I think
This time is O'Connor.
this is the
16
time
down.
frame where the
Yeah, maybe they need to gamble with a few forward.
they need to get somebody to support Vespri. You know, so when he adds his element of surprise, his element of threat going forward, you never know what can happen. But they'll have to defend at this point here, as it's going to be a corner. It's into the area, just headed clear, and then just banged upfield to no one in particular. They're getting into their passing games. Ball aimed at Barkley, but he was in offside position, so it's going to be a free kick for the Point Fortin East team. If you're just joining us, you're watching the Tiger Tanks Secondary Schools COCA-COLA INTERCOL action, the South Zone. Yes, it's the quarterfinal action here in the South Zone at the very beautiful Mahika Oval here in Point Fortin. It's quarterfinal number 2, Point Fortin East. They're up against Presentation College. Presentation leading 2 goals to 0. Vespri.
Maitland Wilson sticking to his duties. They are staying close to Vespri.
He'll not want any surprises. They definitely want just to see this one out. It's been a little bit tougher than they would have expected. You know, when you think about the gap in quality, or what you would perceive to be the gap in quality from the championship to the premiership division. But Point Fortin East Secondary, they've shown that they've come out to battle. They've shown the INTERCOL energy, the INTERCOL fight. And with just about 13 plus minutes left in this one, they'll be hoping to get back one. They'll be looking to see if they can pinch goal back. Struggling at the back though, we see Gishad. He's been struggling, seems to be with a bit of cramp. In no great hurry, goalkeeper Lazarus to take this kick. The referee not instructing him to get on with it.
So we're into the final. So we're into the final 13 plus minutes of this game. And Point Fortin East Secondary looking to pull one back, but given away by Philip. Another player staying down. And another one. Gilbert into the area. Dante Gilbert. Pull back.
And 2 Point Fortin players has gone down. I think it's fitness here.
This game had been definitely played at a high speed, frenetic pace.
The speed of play of the Presentation College team has been excellent. I think it's just beginning to wear down the Point Fortin East team. They've played with heart, they've played with soul. But you're seeing the effects of all that running on these players. 2 Point Fortin players down. The rhythm section urging on the players, asking them to give all of their energy.
So you see a player being.
He's been stretched off. Another player stayed down as well. They hate to lose Lazarus. That's definitely one player they do not want to lose at the back for them. Courageous display by Point Fortin East. And we see some of their fans with the flags, just in memory of Miss Bostic, the teacher from their school. I think they've represented well, all things being considered. There's always a tough ask to come here at the Mahika Over and get a result against Presentation. Presentation, they lead 2-0. Their skipper, Dante Gilbert, he got the opening goal for them. And then a really sweet blast from Maitland Wilson, Joel Maitland Wilson, from just about 35 yards. The defender opening up and blasting that left foot shot. The keeper didn't even move.
Here they come again, Presentation. Young. Oh, Philip putting in that sliding tackle in the area, so it's going to be a corner here for Presentation.
Well, the Point Fortin team, they're down to 10 men. It's gonna be a corner.
Barkley to take this one.
Just about 10 more minutes. And it's just headed wide. The rhythm section urging on this team.
So we're into the final 10 minutes of this game, so it needs to be now or never for Point Fortin East secondary. They need goals from somewhere, inspiration from someone. Someone needs to put their hand up. Who is it going to be? Here they come though, Point Fortin, and they lose out. And I think they're really struggling with fitness and in terms of keeping up with the players.
Yeah, and Gishart has been substituted. He's come off. So he's been off, and they're down to 9 men on the field. So I think they just not want to concede before they can get their substitutes on. So I think, yeah, they're just looking to clear. Yeah, acres of room now for the Presentation team. And him moving that ball around quickly. So when the ball go to play, ball traded through, he's onside. Good save there. But the ball's still not cleared, and it's into the back of the net. So it is their team down to 9 men. It seems like it's Jones who's gotten that one.
No, that's Jacob.
Or Jacob, the substitute, gets his name on the scorecard. So, with
The initial shot saved by Haynes, and the follow-up being put away by the substitute Isaiah Jacob, and he triples this lead. Now for Presentation College San Fernando, they lead by 3-0. 83 minutes gone on the clock.
yeah, well, that seems to be the nail in the coffin. I think Presentation has done enough to book their place in the semifinals of the South Zone INTERCOL action. 2 players would have gone down for the Point Fortin East team, the influential and really the man that really held the team together, Lazarus. He went down.
No, not Lazarus. Lazarus.
Yeah. Gishard, sorry. Yeah. Joel Gishard. Yeah. Joel Gishard. He went down, and I think after going down, and he was off the pitch. So don't be surprised if in these final moments here they concede a couple goals. The Point Fortin team.
Jones. Young.
Can they pull back one and add some respectability to this total?
Yeah, it's Vespri. Trying to run at the defense. Vespri, a tire looking defense, but Vespri Still looking to go, and he's eventually illegally challenged by Cooper. Cody
Gonna be
Cooper.
a free kick.
Free kick in a good position. Good area of the field for Point Fortin East.
I think the problem for Point Fortin East is that even in this very advanced position, the bigger guys, they belong to presentation. They're not only bigger physically, I think fitness-wise, they're just seeming to last out the game.
It will be advisable to go for goal from here.
Yeah, I think I would put the left footer.
Well, it's a left foot boot. It's a left boot of Ruben Phillip. So Ruben Phillip standing over this one here for Point Fortin, and he goes for goal. Ruben Phillip straight at goalkeeper Lazarus, and ball bouncing around there, and eventually
It's put over.
gone over.
So a half chance there for, it was a beautifully flighted ball. Keeper Lazarus did not deal with it well. It's like a defender that cleared it there, but it's a goal kick, so says the referee. And just having straight offside, the referee not looking at the assistant, but it's into the hands of the goalkeeper. And it's going to be a goal kick for the Point Fortin East team. So time beginning to wind down in this one. As we're seeing a goalkeeping substitution. I think the goalkeeper being penalized for dropping that one. You're seeing Lazarus is being taken out, and coming in the number 28. It's Joshua Alexander. So Joshua Alexander, he comes in, and out goes Lazarus.
Strange substitution there, Gordon. He hadn't conceded for 85 plus minutes, and he's been taken out. Not sure if that's due to an injury or...
No, I think it's just Coach Cooper sending that message. It was a routine save, you know, and he just dropped the ball. I think the coach just sending the message that no complacency will be accepted, you know, really. I think it's more a message than anything else. I think he'll be back into the starting lineup for the next round. But the coach would be wanting to get it into his mental. But even though we are 3 goals up and with just about 5 minutes plus whatever time to be added on, you don't get relaxed and complacent. That message will not only resound with the goalkeeper, but with the whole entire team. So in the tone there, Coach Cooper. Of course, presentation will want to preserve a clean sheet.
Yep. Certainly. Here they are with just about 3 minutes remaining in this one. Presentation looking to add another one. But here now come Point Fortin with Ruben Phillip trying to release Vespri, but Worrell easily wins that battle.
If he touch Vespri. Here comes Point Fortin. And the goalkeeper Alexander comes and he bowls it out. Young though.
That seems to be
Skips
a
past 2 challenges. And then he just runs into problems of his own. So presentation still coming. Still looking for more. So it's going to be a throw-in to a presentation. A substitute just being prepared at the edge of the area. This is number 24 who's going to come on. Seals. Gracie Seals who's going to be coming on as we get into the final minute of normal time. This is staying down is Young. Young has stayed down for presentation. Darrell Young. He's been good for his team. So the gauntlet has been thrown down. We've seen the two heavyweights on display here today. I think St. Benedict's would think that they have shown more muscle than the presentation team. But the presentation team have shown that they're up and ready and willing to.
Yeah, that's certainly a mouth-watering clash. That certainly opened up nicely in the South Zone. As Presentation College, they seem to have this one signed and sealed as they lead by 3-0 and we're into the 90th minute. So this one seems to be over as a result, as we're into the final stages of this affair.
Yeah, it's been a competent display. Coach Cooper will have some work to do, but he'll be satisfied with this performance. He'll want a bit more from that man who just slipped it there.
Haynes. Taking a bit of time here, Malik Haynes. Long ball from Haynes.
And just playing it at the back quite calmly. No great rush. We should just bang it forward, Vespri. Quite composed on the ball, these Point Fortin East players. Not afraid to put some tricks and skills in. Presentation here. Probably looking for one last attack. Gilbert is going back. That's probably a habit that his coach will want to cut out from him. Gilbert, I think he just likes to play a bit too safe, but here he comes. Can his team add one more ball across the area? Just out of the reaches of the two offensive players. So Young.
Yeah, that was Jones making a bursting run there, but just too much on it. The outstretched boot of Levi Jones could not get on the end of that one. And
So the referee will be watching his watch. Another substitute. Finally, the substitute is able to come in. That's the number 24 Seals. Finally, he's able to enter the playing park.
Glenn Wilson.
Is there time for one more? The referee just taking a glance at his watch. Ball slipped through. Point Fortin. Ball banged upfield. Vespri. Is there one moment of magic here for him? Vespri's in the area. He just bangs it over the field, over the goal.
Spared his blushes there. Akil Vespri had the opportunity to hit the target actually from there, and under pressure from Cooper, he just skied that one. So that's the end here. And Presentation College San Fernando, they progress to the semi-finals of the South Zone Intercol. They win this one by 3-0 against Point Fortin East Secondary.
Yeah, it was an interesting game. It started early with Dante Gilbert. With this one, he banged it, showing his class. He put his team up 1-0, the skipper. And then if that goal was good, this one from Matlin Wilson was even better. A scorcher from all of 35 yards.
And then the icing on the cake, if you like, here from the substitute, Jacob. Was a good initial save from Haynes, fell into the path of Isaiah Jacob, and he side-footed that one home, and that was the result done and dusted there for Presentation College San Fernando. They progressed to the semi-finals of the South Zone Intercol as they come away 3-0 winners in this one. And that's all we have here for you from myself and my co-commentator Gordon Pierce. So on behalf of the whole production team, we would like to thank you for viewing this production, and we'll have more for you on the other side. So it's goodbye and good night.